clutch spring day, baby. I've been waiting a week to do this. Last week we had that socket piece issue, so we're gonna take the clutch off, get it in our hand, go to the store, and get the right socket to get those springs in, because this bike is in dire need of it. Let's get right to it, dude. Wham bam, here we are. Quick job. Now to get the socket for this, you gotta head to the store. Come on. I am not looking out. There are so many sockets here, and all the ones we need are down here. And sure enough, they don't have it either. This is the second store, so it has now become a mission to find this socket, man. Come on. No luck at Lowe's either. And then even if I found it, they want $50 for a whole set. You know, Craftsman, Cobalt, all that good stuff. Not trying to do that. Dang, man. Boom, boys. Check that out. 6 socket, that fits perfectly. Good deal. 14 bucks, that's a win. And the last one. Let's go. All right, so we're back at it. We got the socket we need. Now we're gonna get those clutch springs up in there. Here they are. I've been waiting a long time to do this. We got all the tools we need. Also, after riding this pipe over here for a whole week I've been riding this pipe, feeling it out, seeing where its strengths are, where its weaknesses are. There's pros and there's cons, but the biggest con is this pipe does not get on the pipe and hold on to it. It kind of sucks. When I'm in traffic and I'm going full throttle, it doesn't respond for at least 4 or 5 seconds. And yeah, that could be the CVT, yada yada. But overall, the power band on this pipe is just way up top. The only time you really get onto the power is when you're going like 40, 45, and then the power band kicks in. So anything before that is just miserable, really miserable. It holds me up in traffic. This bike, it shut off on me one time. What I came to the conclusion of is this pipe is just too big. This pipe does not work with this cylinder. This is meant for more high performance. It's too big. It does not respond quickly. Takes forever to get onto the power band. It runs the motor even when you're going to a stop, so it shuts off. Not good. So we're gonna clean up this pipe over here, the classic, work with what we got, get my power band back, and then get everything together, baby. First, clutch springs. There she goes. Hell yeah. 6-point socket for the win. Good deal. This thing hasn't been taken apart since like 2004. The other clutch spring video I made was good, and I'm proud of it still, and I'm glad it could help. But I failed to include the actual process of putting the clutch springs in with the screwdriver. So just to show you all again, it's really easy to do with a flathead. I already got this one taken off. You want to go to the short end first, and you want to just wiggle this in here, slip it in, and twist it. Now getting it in is a lot harder than getting it out, but getting it out is really simple. Flathead, work it up under there, give her a twist, and it'll just pop right on out. I'm grabbing it, I'm slipping it up under there, getting the leverage that we need, and twisting it. Boom. Same thing on every other one. Get it in there, wiggle it, get your leverage you need, pop those suckers out just like that, and they just come out. All right, now getting them in successfully is way harder than getting them out, but I'll show you the technique to this. So what you want to do is grab your spring that you're putting in, and you want to kind of crack it because the paint is connected to the spring still, so you want to crack it open that you can bend it without it having extra pressure on it. Crack it open like this, and you will see that there is a short end and there's a long end. This is the short end right here, and you want to put this side in first, into the left. All right, so getting your clutch spring in is harder than getting it out, and you can see I got this one in already. So I'll show you the tricks to it in person. So what you're going to want to do is hold it to the left like this and slip that shorter end in first. Boom, you got it in like this. Now this is where the trick happens at, and the whole thing you need is a screwdriver. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm grabbing the tip of a Phillips screwdriver like this. I am looping it on the inside of this loop here, and I'm gonna pull it and stretch it out to this ear over here. Definitely takes some muscle still. I gotta sit down to do this. But what you're gonna wanna do, you're not gonna wanna stretch it out and push it in like this. You're gonna wanna use leverage, stretch it out just a little bit, and then once you get it stretched out to the point that you need, you're gonna take the tip of the Phillips and you're gonna slip it into this ear. And when you push down like this, it is going to slip into the other ear. So you're gonna loop it in here, you're gonna pull it a little bit until you can get the tip of this Phillips into this hole and push it down, and it'll slip into place. Boom, got it. All right, so now if you look from the side, you're gonna see that it's still not all the way in that ear yet. Once you stretch it and get it hooked into the tip of that ear, you wanna grab your hammer, you're gonna lay it down on the ground, and you're gonna tap this in there, right where the spring needs to go into the ear. Just like that. And now, that spring is in there. One more to go. Bam. There she is, baby. Good deal. I hate doing clutch springs, but they're necessary, they're worth it. All right, let's put this thing together. All right, the bike is together, the pipe is on, it's tightened up. I got those 3.5 rollers back in the variator because this is what that pipe likes. Transmission is together, clutch springs are in. She's ready to go. Here we go. I am pumped up about this. This is gonna be good. Nothing left to do but give it a rip. Let's start her up. Okay. Yeah, the other pipe was just obnoxious too, man. I do enjoy less noise. A little bit less than that. It sounds a lot better. All right, so we're gonna let her warm up to temperature about 120. Once 120 hits, we're gonna see what she does. What I'm expecting is a harsher, in a good way, takeoff. So the RPMs are being raised up right now to get that clutch spring expanded. That's a good thing, especially with the performance pipe on a 2-stroke. Let's see what she does. Boys, it's a success. Damn, is it a success. So, this bike responds to my throttle input so much better from a dead stop. On top of it, when I let go of my throttle when I'm riding and get back into it, it picks back up. Especially with those 3.5 rollers in there. The tune I had of that other pipe on this bike was just bad. Overall bad. So check this out, right? Dead stop right now. If I give it a little bit of gas, it don't go nowhere. Just like my 4-stroke, right? You have to get up to RPM. So I'm just gonna give a full rip after this car goes by. I'll show you what I'm saying. She gets up. So much better, man. So much better. All right, we're gonna give her a dig again. I gotta lower the idle. The idle is really high. Somehow the clutch springs are changing that, but it's no big deal. From a dead stop, man. so much better. 100% success. That was definitely what needed to happen. The old pipe needed to go back on. This thing is on its way to getting up and dipping from a dead stop. Conscious spring is necessary, variator, belt, pulley, all the good stuff. But this is the first thing to be done, and it's 100% success. Finally a successful thing done. Now that is what I'm talking about. Finally a positive, successful thing. Dang, this bike is throwing us so much trouble, man, in the past month or so, but good stuff. Those clutch springs worked. They did exactly what I thought they would do. It gets out the hole and gets on the pipe so much better. Top speed is still 56 right now. Kind of sucks. So what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna end up building this transmission piece by piece. Clutch springs, check. Conscious springs, belt, variator, pulley, all that good stuff. And we're gonna get this CVT proper. We're gonna see where we're at and see what's going on. And then if need be, I'll throw those old gears back in here. I'll throw them back in there. It'll be more acceleration anyways. But right now, with these gears and these clutch springs up in there, good deal. Definitely gets on the pipe. You hit it. There's still a little bit of a lag, but that's where the conscious spring is gonna come in handy. That conscious spring is gonna allow it to, when I give it throttle, to get up faster. The transmission is mostly acceleration. That's the thing. And you're tuning it for what works for your bike. So definitely a positive outcome today. I'm super happy about it. Wasn't too hard to do. And now you guys know how to do it. I included how to put those clutch springs in. Takes a little bit of muscle, but not that bad. Also real quick, check this out. We finally got that new battery, a 12 volt, 6 amp, the same one that I run in my Taos house. Same exact brand, same everything. Brand new battery, freshly charged, good to go. So we can start getting these wires figured out. We got that battery. That battery is in the garage and we'll start wiring that thing up. Hell yeah. I want to see what that bike can do. But now I know that that pipe that's on that bike is a little tricky. So definitely some stuff that I learned from using it. But the old pipe is on. It works much better. It looks better. It's just better overall. Lesson learned. But this bike is on the road to progress. Hell yeah. I'm so happy about that, man. I'm glad I could throw that in there today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next weekend, next Sunday is going to be a big day. There is something that I have been thinking about doing for a long time, a very long time, and I'm happy to say that next Sunday, you'll see what I'm saying. Definitely tune in. I'm pumped up about this. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. I love my bikes. You know my story. Thank you. Till next time, guys.
Peace.